Tzu Chi's donations of personal protective equipment have arrived in England and Germany. A volunteer regularly visits senior citizens who live on their own. Welcome to DAT Headlines. I'm Jenny Lee. Thank you for joining us. Tzu Chi Foundation has sent personal protective equipment to 47 countries. The supplies have arrived in England and Germany in the past week.
The bullet train carries few passengers as it is traveling to Nordrhein, where the epidemic is most severe. Once city volunteers reach the destination, they immediately delivered epidemic prevention supplies to Caritas.
Currently, we have 30 days of epidemic prevention supplies in stock, but if there are confirmed cases, these supplies will be used up in 5 days, so we are grateful to Tzu Chi for providing masks for the medical personnel.
Weil wir nicht so viele infizierte Personen haben. Sind kreativ geworden, haben selbstgenähte.
Thank you, Tzu Chi, for delivering masks for the medical staff and the seniors being quarantined. They need to be quarantined for 14 days, so the masks are very important.
Hineinkommen können und unsere Senioren sich draußen frei bewegen können.
Yeah, applause! Epidemic prevention supplies sent by the Tzu Chi Foundation have reached England. After passing customs, they're sent to London and Manchester. This volunteer's house has become a temporary warehouse. The entire family is helping with organizing and repackaging the supplies.
哦，也是小箱的，跟刚刚一样。大部分是以那个防护镜啊。
These are mostly goggles and gloves. We finished pack them. We are waiting for the largest company to come get them and deliver them to 13 places, including hospitals and palliative wards.
送到了13个点，13个医院加那个安宁病房。
In London, city volunteers are also delivering supplies. In 6 major cities in England, 70 hospitals, nursing homes, and 40 charity organizations will receive these epidemic prevention supplies.
The Indonesian government estimated COVID-19 pandemic will not reach its apex till May. Indonesia President's office cooperated with Tzu Chi to distribute living necessities to those who suffer from economic impact.
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many streets in the city center have been empty for a long time, which severely impacted the livelihood of vendors. Indonesia President's office worked with Tzu Chi to solve the immediate needs of local residents.
Today we are at Tangerang, and the magistrate has come to receive the supplies personally. We brought 1,000 supplies today and had distributed 200 on the way. The remaining 800 we'll give to motorcycle drivers, mosque managers, and nursing homes.
800 tadi dibagikan kepada ojol, kepada marbot, kepada panti jompo ya, kira-kira seperti itu.
Volunteers have tried to solve the food shortage of impoverished people as well as caring for frontline medical staff. However, when everyone is focused on the medical personnel, there are also a group of people in need of help.
The pandemic is harsh and many have passed away due to the virus. The cemetery managers are all working under more danger. They're doing things others don't dare to do, so they are also heroes in this battle against the disease, which we should respect. Thanks to Tzu Chi Indonesia chapter for giving us aid supplies. The epidemic hasn't calmed down yet, so everyone should not go out yet.
Di garda depan, garda terakhir untuk penguburan COVID.
In Batam, Tzu Chi volunteers donated 1,500 test kits to the city government in hopes of supporting the medical team.
We hope the test kits donated by Tzu Chi can help the frontline medical staff to test the virus efficiently and prevent the non-symptomatic patients to spread the virus around.
Whether it's care for the impoverished or donating antivirus supplies, volunteers hope to provide substantial support to those in need.
In Malaysia, a vegetarian restaurant called Mama Veggie has been distributing free lunch to frontline workers of the pandemic. Now the daily distribution of the lunch boxes is numbering in thousands. Here's the story.
All of these lunch boxes are laid out on the table. They are produced by the Mama Veggie restaurant, are ready for delivery for medical staff, police, and impoverished households. These veggie lunch boxes are the work of one compassionate restaurant owner.
Those working in hospitals as well as the police are all doing dangerous work, standing at the front lines to protect our country. They also care for patients, so I thought about how we could help give encouragement to medical staff and police. Then I thought about sending these lunch boxes. I also thought about helping the poor or families facing difficulty, since many of them might not be able to eat 3 meals a day since the epidemic.
这位安哥单身了60岁左右，平时他就是靠去垃圾桶收这些回收物回来，换钱去卖了，换食物。出去了，他应该是出去了，去收那回收物了。所以每天都会拿那个素食饭。我固定完我会把妈妈回去的饭盒拿过来给他。好，谢谢。
At the beginning, they used the restaurant's resources to make these free veggie lunch boxes. The response from the community had been terrific as they raised funds for these lunch boxes, which cost about $1 US, allowing Mama Veggie to help more people in the community.
头几天都是几十盒，慢慢到了第5、第6天从几百盒到目前。
In the first few days, we only made a few dozen lunch boxes, but then on the 5th and the 6th day, we made about a few hundred, and now we make more than 2,000 a day. This is because many community associations know that we are sending these free lunch boxes, and they contact us to go into different communities where there are poor people. We are going to these places now to send free lunch boxes. From one perspective, we can help these poor families, while from another perspective, we are decreasing the demand for meat by 1 person a day so he can gain a blessing. In fact, 99.9% of the people we served are meat eaters. During lunchtime every day, they are getting vegetables, and what I believe is that if this epidemic continues or ends, we will continue to do this service to let more people eat less meat.
These free veggie lunch boxes are teaching many people about the importance of kindness and reducing the burden on our earth.
In Penang, Tzu volunteers are showing their support and appreciation to healthcare workers by providing veggie lunch boxes to Penang General Hospital. Let's take a look.
Before dawn, several women rush into the kitchen to prepare vegetarian lunch boxes for frontline medical staff. Has become part of their daily routine during this period of restricted movement order. Learning that medical staff at Penang General Hospital wanted Tzu Chi to provide vegetarian lunch boxes, Lao Ziguo promised to deliver 50 vegetarian lunches a day, 5 days a week.
Jinshi Hall rarely makes so few lunch boxes as the pots are very big. We could do it all at once in the Jinshi Hall, but to do it here, we have to cook about 7 times. I'm very grateful that the doctors want to be vegetarian, so they can have this nutritious meal as they know more about this than us.
Because of the movement restriction order, the Jingsa Hall isn't open, with no access to the central kitchen and large cooking utensils. For this reason, everyone has to use small household kitchens to prepare the food.
My home can prepare 50 lunch boxes. I can't make more because it is not big enough.
During the cooking process, Tzu Chi volunteers not only pay attention to the hygiene and a safe distance, but also pay attention to the time as they hope that the medical staff will get a hot vegetarian lunch and a feeling of warmth and compassion when they eat.
Vegetarian chicken thighs still have to be cut to make them easier to eat. Maybe the doctor is hungry or there may be an emergency call. They may be very nervous. We even give them spoons so it's ready to eat. We make it convenient for them to eat immediately. We also make sure it's hygienic for them. Some dishes are repeated, but not too many. We try not repeat and we make it beautiful and colorful to make it appetizing for them to want to eat.
Not only does it support frontline medical care workers, but Tzu Chi volunteers also use vegetarian lunch boxes to make good connections with their neighbors.
Master Zhen Yan appeals to us every day to be vigilant so the epidemic can end. Everyone must become vegetarian. I can't say that those around me can become long-term vegetarians, but if they eat at least one vegetarian meal, they can spare more sentient beings.
I'm so used to non-vegetarian food for so long because I thought vegetarian food is very boring. But then when they serve me the vegetarian food, it's very attractive. The way they arrange, and got so many types of menu, so it's not boring. Now I've learned to like it.
Tzu Chi volunteers also seized this opportunity to deliver hot vegetarian food to frontline medical staff.
I want to go full vegetarian, and this is one of the ways to encourage us to be fully vegetarian. In Penang, it's quite easy to be vegetarian because we have a lot of options to be vegetarian. A lot of people have the stereotype that vegetarian food is bad for health, but that's not true because when you have wholesome vegetarian food, it tastes good, it gives you enough nutrients if you eat the right food.
These boxes of hot lunches sent by Tzu Chi volunteers are not only food to fill the stomach, but also a blessing and compassion for frontline medical staff.
Tzu Chi Foundation has come up with a plan to make homes safe for seniors in Taiwan. This partnership with the government is to ensure community seniors, especially those who live alone, are taken care of.
One day I will get old. Will someone be there for me? I don't know. All I know is right now, I'm going to spend as much time as I can with the solitary seniors in the community. I want to give as much as I can. For some 10 years, I wasn't by her side. I only visited when I came back from China. Otherwise, I was not with her. She doesn't want people to think less of her because she lives alone, so she will do twice as much and twice as good. So my intention of joining as a community volunteer is that I want to repay society. As I have been helping her. Within my ability, I can help others.
This time in our Safe and Beautiful Home plan, we are repairing the homes in the community, making them safer to live in. We hope our borrowed head and the community volunteers will work together in this campaign. Tzu Chi can get more involved in the community to understand those who need long-term care and the disadvantaged solitary seniors.
Because his wife is blind, we want to install a ramp for her. So when we came in the beginning, the wife didn't agree to renovations because she was used to how things are. We had to further communicate with her to let her know it's for her safety.
The neighbors here all say I'm very blessed because my son has come back to live with me and is very good to me.
Tzu Chi Thailand chapter has distributed aid supplies to impoverished residents. The residents are out of work due to the pandemic and their life has become difficult. Therefore, these aid supplies are much needed and just in time.
The printer is printing a large amount of distribution vouchers. Besides the aid recipients' information, there's also a QR code. Tzu Chi Thailand chapter is helping impoverished residents during the epidemic time and has adjusted the distribution vouchers.
These distribution vouchers help save the aid recipients' information and files for future reference. In addition, there's also a basis for financial or tax purposes.
Bangkok's Thailand's capital and the most populated city. Due to the spread of COVID-19, the largest number of affected families are also here. Therefore, city volunteers have prepared daily supplies to be given to families in need.
Because of the epidemic, we cannot work and have lost our source of income. This is the first time we receive help. These supplies can sustain our lives.
I'm happy to volunteer and help everyone doing something for our residents.
In Nongchak, volunteers are distributing supplies at a sports stadium, so social distancing is important. Volunteers measure the aid recipients' temperatures and spray alcohol.
The Tzu Chi distribution is very orderly. People's flow is arranged well, and there is no concerns regarding crowd gathering and infection.
In different communities, volunteers distribute aid supplies differently. In Klondike district, the borough chief accompanies the volunteers to distribute daily supplies door to door.
Since we cannot go out and have no income, we can only rely on kind-hearted people's help. Tzu Chi's daily supplies directly help us.
Although my health conditions are not very good, I think I should help residents in my borough. I hope to keep serving until I cannot do so.
City volunteers distribute aid supplies to 1,216 families. They plan to do it until June, when the epidemic will hopefully be contained.
Painkiller is the most common over-the-counter drug in every household. An online rumor says that painkiller will stay in your system for up to 5 years. However, pharmacists say this is not true, as their effect only lasts for 12 hours.
Analgesics can take away body pain. However, some people falsely state that the effect of the medicine will remain in the body for 5 years.
Acetaminophen, this type of medicine is usually completely eliminated from the body in 8 to 12 hours.
The drug enters the human body through the 4 processes: ingestion, distribution, metabolism, and excretion. Whether it is a central analgesic or a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory, broadly speaking, taking 1 capsule, the medicine will almost be excreted 12 hours later.
Doctors will always tell us that painkillers can hurt the stomach.
It seems to cause gastroesophageal reflux or upset stomachache.
Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory analgesics are prone to gastrointestinal side effects because these drugs, while inhibiting the synthesis of prostaglandins, will also destroy substances that can protect the gastrointestinal mucosa. Because of this, some people will wrongly take them with stomach medicine. This is not effective.
Sometimes if they take the wrong medicine, there may be some drug interactions and the risk of gastrointestinal bleeding may increase.
Many are encouraged to first consult a doctor, and those who experience pain or have a history of stomach ulcers to take medication with extreme caution.
Taiwan Lantern Festival has become increasingly competitive for the host cities. The event draws large crowds and business opportunities, but also results in a lot of environmental costs. Could this festival be greener in the future?
我们做到了。 台中永远闪亮，
将象征传承意义的台湾灯会灯笼传给新竹市沈副市长。
Every year, it is like a competition hosting the Taiwan Lantern Festival. Since 2015, the annual value of the Lantern Festival has exceeded $334 million, proving there are huge business opportunities. According to statistics, 20.5 million people participated in the Taiwan Lantern Festival in 2016. Though this year was affected by the coronavirus epidemic, the event still attracted 11.82 million people to visit Taichung.
The value of the Taiwan Lantern Festival can be roughly divided into tangible and intangible values, which are abundant and diverse. There are many which can be easily identified.
Originally, I did not like to study. Teachers recommended me to become involved in this activity to cultivate an interest.
Lin Guangxian is in the third year of junior high school and is about to prepare for the next step. However, he always feels a headache when looking at characters and other tests as he frequently skipped class.
Sometimes he is naughty, very naughty, like a child.
There may be iron wire here. Let's bend one into S shape first. The child learns how to do electrical wiring and power distribution as well as aesthetic design and analysis of the whole structure.
Since he joined the lantern team, the teacher has found a very good assistant in him. Not only can he squat on the ground, he is not tired after 2 or 3 hours.
There are very few opportunities for me to concentrate on one thing. I often just give up halfway. With this work, I have learned to be patient and only do things for a long time. I actually want to do this work and be this way.
When it comes to cost, some of the heroes behind the Lantern Festival are this group of workers.
We have always regarded the Taiwan Lantern Festival as the company's mission and something in our event book.
For the Lantern Festival in 2020, the staff climbed the pole at least 1,000 times.
As you can see now, there are a lot of trees here. While many people may find it pleasing to the eye, but this is a big test for the staff behind the scenes, especially Taipower.
Taipower has laid cable lines up to 27 kilometers long, dispatched more than 1,200 people, set up 144 electricity meters and 152 transformers.
These transformers are for the Taichung city government, who is hosting the Taiwan Lantern Festival based upon the power demand for this event.
The key to success lies in these small details.
If there are holes or gaps, small animals will run inside. This is why we use foam to seal it.
The activity consumes manpower and material resources at the 2020 Taiwan Lantern Festival's main theme exhibition area uses more than 210,000 kilowatts of electricity, more than 90,000 kilowatts in the creative exhibition area, with a total power consumption of 309,160 kilowatts. 1 kilowatt of electricity can be used to run a household refrigerator for 1 day. In other words, the power used by this Lantern Festival can be used by more than 300,000 household refrigerators for a single day. The Lantern Festival is held every year, and there is a need to reduce the impact on the environment year by year.
Hsinchu is the high-tech representative of Taiwan, and the so-called AR or augmented reality is now a worldwide trend.
In the future, the event could turn the whole city into something like an exposition.
In the future, will the Taiwan Lantern Festival be both technologically advanced and environmentally friendly? Can Hsinchu and its high technology industry write another chapter for this annual event? For now, all we can do is wait and see.
Nursing homes are on high alert in this pandemic. Volunteers in Northern California donated masks to care homes and their residents in Camp Fire. We'll leave you with the footage. Thank you for watching. See you next time.